All right, we're working on the boat today in the shop. Gonna try to get this deck finished up. Getting started by getting some angle cut out that's gonna get welded onto the side of the boat right here. It's gonna go from this back part that we just did all the way to the in front of the jet ski hull. So I cut this piece of angle and I drew some marks so it's going to sit kind of like that, but I don't know if you can tell, but because this is a 90-degree bend, it's pointed uphill quite a ways, so the wood's not going to sit on that and it'll be hard to attach to it. So I took my normal piece of angle and I put it in the vise 6 inches at a time, and I bent it so it's a lot sharper bend. So now when it sits on that, it's actually pretty level, probably good enough for what we're going for. And we're gonna get that welded onto the gunnel there, or the side of the boat, whatever it's called, after we bend that piece to match this piece. Okay, I got my two pieces bent. They're pretty much the same. Now I'm gonna come in here, mark my line out a little better, so then I can come in and grind all this old coating off, and then we'll get the welder set up and try to get these burned in here without burning holes in the boat. All right, got the welder all switched over to run the spool gun. Got my side of the boat all cleaned up there. Gonna wipe that off real quick, and then we will try to hold that piece in there and tack it. Hopefully it sticks and doesn't blow a hole in the boat. Alright, got this piece kind of stitched in here. Probably plenty solid for what we're doing, because there's this bar will come across here. Then we're going to tie in from this to here. There's going to be a bar that goes from this side all the way to that side with a couple supports in the middle. And then that bar will tie into this bar, and that'll give us a solid base for our seat to sit on. And then we will skin the whole thing in wood, have some hinges so all this stuff flips up out of the way. We still service the engine if we need to, and we'll feel a little bit more like we're in the boat than sitting on top of the boat. Alright, I got me a piece cut to go from the front bar to the middle. All I did was I took a piece of angle and I notched it so that it'll sit over top of that, and I'll rivet that down on top. And then once I get that solid, I'll clamp this on here and I'll rivet through here to hold that up. And then I'll probably end up running one from the bottom side of this piece of angle to where it's flush on this side, just so that when I do my wood across here, I'll have something to attach it to. But that'll be that taken care of. Then once I get this one done, that one's already cut out for the other side, so I can get it taken care of. And we'll keep on moving. All right, I got that piece riveted in there. Got a place for the seat to sit, so you can kind of see how that's going to work. There's going to be a seat there, a seat on the other side. Hopefully there's room for these new seats, because these are really nice compared to those old junky ones. But I'm not sure if there's going to be enough room width-wise. But as soon as I get the other piece done, I'm going to go ahead and unbolt these seats off this cover and then throw those back there and see if they're going to fit, because I just have to make sure there's enough room, because I want a piece of wood to come up through here to cover the engine up, because I'm trying to keep as much noise killed off as possible, so it's a little more comfortable to ride around in. But yeah, that's kind of how that's going to go. The seat will be back here, or I might move them up towards the front so your legs aren't hanging over, but somewhere right in there where the seat's going to go. All right, I got the new big seats in there, and bad news is they're probably not going to work. There's just not enough room. This side here we could probably make work, get a piece of wood right up here to cover the motor, but the other side is even tighter, because the intake, I guess, sticks out further than the exhaust does. So if we put this in here all the way up against the side, it's just touching all that stuff. So probably not going to get to use these seats, which is a bummer. Just got them and they're really nice. I'm sure I can use them on something else though. So we'll put these away and try to keep them nice and clean. I'm going to go ahead and continue working on getting the bottom of this secured. We're going to put a couple down bars on it so that it's nice and solid, because it has a little bit of flex to it still. And then I'll probably end up just upholstering some pieces like I did on the other jet boat build, and build a cushion for the bottom, and then have a slanted backrest back here to lean against, and we'll just keep on moving. All right, I got a little bit more work done. I've got these two pieces here. These are uprights that are going all the way down to the jet ski hull, so that they'll have, so you can stand on that probably without it moving. I mean, I know you can, I already have, but and then I went ahead and left them tall so they would come up to the same height as our rear deck. And then I welded this piece in. Since I already had the welder out, I didn't want to fiddle with the rivets, just get them in there. So I've got that on both sides. So the plan is going to be to make this bottom piece come over to about here, and then it's going to angle inward towards the motor. So the bottom will be like a trapezoid, and then this piece will just lay in there, so it'll look kind of like a funnel in there. I don't know, it might look cool, might not, but do that on both sides. And that'll be where I'll make some little cushions to sit in there, since those seats aren't going to really work. And then we'll have two seats in the boat. All right, got the last piece of framing in, which is this bar here, that will just hold these two from pivoting, because they're not actually attached to the fiberglass, they're just sitting on it. So that will keep those from pivoting, and the framing is all done. The next step will be moving all these electronics underneath that decking so we can remove this seat, but that'll be in the next video. So make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.